Hey guys, welcome back. If you're not familiar with my second channel, I am moving my second channel over to this channel. That's why you see me right here, and I'm just going to talk. It was called FerryTalk, and I always made the effort to make it in zero editing cuts or anything like that. But what did I have to talk about today? I have a project coming up, and I'm not exactly sure. I had maybe like 3 projects that I was thinking about doing for larger projects that can last me kind of maybe throughout the summer. Maybe I can get a jump start on them in early spring. One of them is my wife wanted a table. I forget what they call them, like bar stool height tables. But we have one that's kind of a cheapie right now. I'm sure it's probably particle board or something similar underneath. But my Sawyer has a bunch of these old, I want to say 120, 130-year-old, I believe they're oak, and they're like 8-quarter, maybe 10-quarter, 12-quarter, something there. I mean, they're thick. I just glanced at them the last time I was there, but I was planning on making a really nice, not necessarily rustic, but a skip planed to where you can still see all the old sawmill marks. And I was going to build a kitchen set, a table, and probably 6 chairs. It'd be 4 for the kitchen table and then 2 chairs for the center island. That's an idea of a project, but I'm kind of going to have to limit myself to one big project this year, and just due to financial reasons. But I was also been wanting to build a grandfather clock for maybe the last 4 or 5 years. Why don't you guys weigh in the comments section about big projects maybe that you guys have made in the past and that turned out real nice and it was a fun building experience. But I wanted to build something over the course of a couple months and just kind of document it along the way and basically give my summer some substance to say, hey, I accomplished this in this summer. Let's see, I got to check my notes. I'm not always the best at remembering things. Best at remembering. That didn't sound. Anyways, let's see. I kind of already announced, but I had another channel called FerryTalk, and that was I did on a complete separate channel. I'm just trying to mix things up. I had a couple people ask why I don't do it on my main channel, and well, I don't know. Well, I'll have to gauge whether people have interest or not. I just basically do. I haven't really done much for tool reviews. Sometimes I mention other YouTube channels, go over some of the projects, basically just kind of talk shop, and we call them talkies, but I know that the industry calls them vlogs, but I don't like that nomenclature. Talkie sounds more fun. And this upcoming Friday. So on my main channel now, I'll test it out for a few weeks anyways. Wednesdays will be the talkies. Fridays will be the build videos. And this Friday, I don't want to say it's a unique project, but I do a lot of theater props and sets and different things like that. I shouldn't say a lot. It's not like I'm doing it every day, but I had one of the groups had asked me to make an organ grinder. And as painful as that does sound for those of you that aren't familiar, it is a box that plays notes, and typically there's a dancing monkey involved. Luckily, I didn't have to build the dancing monkey. That's a whole nother show. But the organ grinder will be out Friday. Let me know when that video comes out what you guys think of that whole process. I just kind of went willy-nilly into it. These theater props are typically seen from 20, 30 feet away. They're not very much for exacting. You're using a lot of reclaimed or reusing material from other sets, and it was just kind of a slap it together and show you, hey, this is what I ended up with. So this, like I said, is my first FerryTalk on my main channel. Let me know with that like, dislike buttons in the comments and everything, whether you guys, if you don't like them, you don't have to tune in Wednesdays. You can still tune in Fridays. However, I just wanted to mix things up and kind of gauge what type of interest there was for this. But that's all I got for you this week. I'll see you next Wednesday.